and welcome back. So I finally have a new video for you, and I just want to mention the whole background situation. If you haven't been keeping up with me on my community tab or my Instagram, I am in the process of moving, and my entire beauty room is actually all packed up now. Everything is in boxes. I only left out the makeup I'm gonna use for an entire week, my brushes, and the new palette that I have to play with today, because I wanted to get you guys a new video up, so I'm providing for you. I'm so sorry videos have been so slow, but it's kind of what happens when you're moving. Everything is so chaotic. Everything's in boxes, everything's on the floor, in piles. It's a mess right now. So let's distract ourselves with some new makeup. I am making a moving vlog, so stay tuned for that coming up in like a week or so. Let me quit rambling about it now and get into today's video. Let me bring you closer. You're too far away. There we go, so much better. Now you can actually see what I'm holding up. So today I have the Daydream Palette by Alter Ego. Now Alter Ego is a new brand to hit the market. They have only released 3 palettes so far, and they are all of the dupe form. That is what their brand is. They're going to be duping high-end palettes, sort of like Bad Habit and Shop Hush, which did go out of business not that long ago. I have heard that Alter Ego has hired almost everyone from the Bad Habit team that they had, so the formulas are going to be very similar is what everybody is saying. I personally never picked up any Bad Habit palettes, so I am unable to compare the formulas and let you guys know if that is true, but that is what is being said. Now, there are a lot of mixed opinions about dupe palettes as well. You either love it or you hate it. It doesn't really seem like there's an in-between. Personally, I do enjoy dupe palettes. I do understand that, you know, people put out these palettes that they have been working really hard on, and for someone to come out and copy, it is discouraging for the creators. But some of these palettes are so very expensive. Like the previous palette that they just put out, the Goddess palette, I have that one too, love it. They did a dupe of the Natasha Denona Gold palette, which those palettes are $130. So if you can buy a palette for $18, or I think that one was $16, I can definitely see the benefits of that, because not everybody is gonna have that much money to spend on an eyeshadow palette. I personally don't own any Natasha Denona palettes. They are very expensive. I'm thinking about splurging one day, but they are so expensive. It's not like one you can just pick up here and there and just be like, oh, okay, you know, like, wee. $130 is an investment. So I can appreciate dupes for higher end products, because, you know, we can't all spend that much money on makeup, so I do enjoy dupe palettes. And I think if you're here looking up this palette, you guys are on board for dupes as well. But anyway, I have been rambling way too much. Let's roll into the Daydream palette. So this retails for $18. And what does that remind you guys of? I'm gonna put an image right here on the screen of its comparison, the Huda Beauty Nude Palette. They look so similar. I don't personally own the Huda Beauty Nude Palette, so this isn't gonna be a comparison video. I think I need to pick it up after this, just because I'm really curious how they stack up, but they look spot on. I've seen some swatches online from, I'm not quite sure how to say her Instagram, so I had to pause and double check, Beauty Addiction. She has a lot of really great swatch pictures, and she has comparisons between these two palettes. I'm going to put them up here, and I'll also link her Instagram down below. But to me, they look almost spot on. So this palette is $18, whereas the Huda Beauty one is $65. So it's quite a price difference. You do get the same amount of shadows as the nude. You get 18 shadows inside of here. 2 are of a glitter formula, 10 matte shades, and 4 of the marble pearl formulas here, along with 1 shimmer shade and 1 concealer shade. I'm gonna do some swatches of these so we can get an idea of how they look outside the pan, because they just look so beautiful. All of these shades feel so rich. They have a very velvety texture, especially the marble pearl colors. I wish I could hold it up for you guys so you could dip your fingers into it too, because it's just a very beautiful formula and it glides on so effortlessly on the swatches. Whoops, got some left over there. So just a very beautiful looking palette here. All right, now that we have the swatches out the way, I think the only thing left to do is start applying some shadow. So let's dive into this palette and play with it. Oh, by the way, you do get a really nice large mirror inside of here. I don't think I mentioned or showed it. But let me zoom you even closer and let's do this. There we go. Hello. So I did already have my eyeshadow primer on. I used the favorite Urban Decay eyeshadow primer Potion Eden. And I also just put a base of powder down underneath the eyes. Just in case there's any fallout, I can whisk it away. Just makes it easier. I'd rather not risk it when it comes to a fallout. Let's dive into this. I'm going into this blind. I have no idea what I want to do. So we're winging it. I think the shade I want to get started with is Fawn. And I'm going to be taking that with my Wet n Wild crease brush and running it all the way into the crease. Just really fluffing it up. Ooh, get a lot of good pigment right away. I love that. And that was just with one swirl into the palette and directly onto the eye. I haven't dipped back and forth into it, so you get a lot of good payoff. And I'm switching brushes over to the Moda Medium Eye Shader, and I'm just gonna take that same shade, take it all the way across on the lower lash line. We're going for something bold today, apparently. Trying to decide what other color I want to add into it, and I think I'm gonna go for Enchanted right below Fawn. And this one I'm gonna be taking on the Ipsy X Tetris tapered blending brush. I'm just packing the pigment on first using little packing motions. And then I'm gonna blend it out once I've packed it on. Then taking a bit more of that same shade Enchanted, I'm gonna run it along the lower lash line, halfway in using my Luxie 131 mini angled. All right, and then do I want to go in with a third to deepen this up? Maybe I'll just take a tiny bit of this purple shade Sugar Plum. Let's hope it works. I'm gonna take it on my Morphe Y19 brush. Just stamp a little bit out here in the outer V. Going for the full smoky effect, and I'm just using teeny tiny packing motions at this point. So I'm not trying to go too intense with this color, just a little splash. I'm just dragging a little bit of that color underneath on the lower lash line. All right, I'm liking the way this is looking so far. I think all we need now is an all over the lid color. And I really wanted to go in with the shade Star-Crossed, but I feel like that's playing it safe. So I'm gonna go into the shade Fairy Tale, this lighter purple shade. I just have to. I'm picking up the shade with my MAC 248. This is a dry brush. And I mean, just look at that. I did not give it a spray. So beautiful. So much pigment in this. Now let's try it with a wet brush. We'll do the other side. That was kind of wimpy. Gorgeous. You do get a bit more of a metallic look with the setting spray, which is usually how it goes, but I love that you can use it dry as well. So if you don't have setting spray on hand, you can still apply it and it look beautiful. It's always a huge bonus. I love that I went for the purple now. Very happy I didn't play it safe. I do, however, want to add some inner corner highlight. So for that moment, I am gonna go into Star-Crossed. I can't not dip into it. It's such a pretty shade. And I'm taking that shade on my Sigma E30 brush. And this is being applied dry. A little bit here on the brow bone. Ooh, so pretty. All right, I'm gonna quickly put on some mascara, some lashes, wipe away the bake, and I will be right back. All right, and here we go, the completed look, and I absolutely love the way that this ended up turning out. Honestly, my favorite formula has to be these pearl shades. They are incredible, so smooth, they feel like velvet. I mean, they're just so soft, and I just want to apply them all over the lid every time. Definitely my favorite out of the entire palette. I think the formula is beautiful. I do also own their Goddess palette, which was their second palette that they released. I don't own the first one, but I own now these two, and the formula of their palettes are really nice. With that being said though, I know it was inside the Huda Beauty palette, so that's why they put that in there, but I mean, I could have done without this concealer shade. I think a lot of us are very selective in the concealers we use and we put over the lid. Personally, I do have issues with putting most concealers on the lid. They wear off or they get very creasy on me. It's just the way my lids are. They're a little bit picky. So I know for myself, I will not be reaching for this concealer shade at all, but I do really enjoy the other ones. I've also tested out the glitter formula. I haven't tested them out a lot. I have given them one test drive before. I've tested this palette out a few times. I did put a very thin layer of the glitter, so I'm going to try packing it on next time and seeing how that works. I will update you guys down below in the comments. But applying a thin layer of the glitter worked out really nicely. So yeah, my overall thoughts on this palette are really positive. I do really want to pick up the Huda Beauty palette now though and do a comparison between the two, just because I'm so curious how they stack up since I don't have any clue how that one performs. I'm now honestly just like, ooh, are they really the same? Since I did really enjoy this palette so much. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this review on the Alter Ego Daydream palette and me finally giving you guys a video again. I'm so sorry it's been so long. The move is taking up all my time right now, and I promise you I will be back in the swing of things very soon. It's just gonna take a minute. Moving's not a quick process. We should be moving here by this weekend, and things should start settling down here in the next couple of weeks, so I'll be back to it ASAP, and I'll update you guys on the community tab and on my Instagrams, so make sure you follow me there. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!